Hello and welcome. If you're a self-aware, successful woman who's done the work but still feels that persistent, churning anxiety, that deep, quiet fear that your value might just disappear, then this is for you. This feeling of instability is the root cause of your exhaustion. It's why you feel compelled to overfunction, and it's the barrier between you and true, calm confidence. You know you're worthy, but you just can't stop proving it. The confidence you feel is temporary, conditional, and always seems to need external validation. It is exhausting because it is built on a lie, the belief that your value is somehow changeable. Today, we're going to expose that lie. We're going to dismantle this entire system of conditional worth and introduce you to the unshakable bedrock of your being. We are moving from the shaky, demanding energy of, I hope I'm worthy, to the settled, silent certainty of I simply am. The true, calm confidence you're searching for isn't something you build. It's something you access when you finally recognize the unchangeable, eternal fact of your own value. In this deep masterclass, we'll identify the source of this instability, reveal the spiritual law of unchangeable value, and give you the 3 steps to anchor this calm confidence in your body forever. This is the last video you will ever need to watch about proving your worth. Let's start with Chapter 1, the destructive myth of changeable worth. The source of that shaky, anxious confidence you experience is a pervasive cultural myth that your value is conditional, fluid, and entirely dependent on your performance. We call this the conditional worth system. It is like a contract you unknowingly signed that dictates your value is based on the day as evidence. And the system is brutal. Think of your value as a status bar, constantly flashing, demanding to be topped up by external resources. What are these resources? Achievement, accommodation, approval, and appearance. If you win, you're high value. If you rest, if you fail, if you're criticized, you're low value. This myth keeps you permanently exhausted because the status bar always decays. Yesterday's win does nothing for today's anxiety. Yesterday's boundary doesn't guarantee tomorrow's peace. The system ensures you are always in a state of high alert striving. Psychologically, this is all fueled by a deep survival fear, the fear of abandonment and invisibility. If your value drops to 0, your nervous system registers a threat. The primal brain concludes that if you lose your worth, you lose your right to belong, which means you might perish. Therefore, your constant effort is an ambition. It's an anxiety-driven defense mechanism designed to keep your value high enough to stay safe. This is why you can't rest. Rest stops the production of conditional worth, which triggers the alarm system. Your body believes stillness is danger because stillness is when that value status bar starts to drop. The anxiety is your engine of prove it turning on, forcing you back into motion. This state of constant motion fueled by fear is the total opposite of true, calm confidence. Calm confidence is rooted. Shaky confidence is always seeking the next thing to hold on to. You must understand that this conditional worth system isn't just exhausting. It's a spiritual distortion. It treats your sacred, infinite self like a commodity that can be bought, sold, or depleted. But that's impossible. Your soul cannot be depleted. Your essence cannot be lost. The system is fundamentally unsustainable because it tries to make finite human energy equal to infinite spiritual truth. The solution isn't to try harder to fill the status bar. The solution is to recognize that the entire status bar is a fabrication. Now, Chapter 2, the spiritual fact of unchangeable value. The only way to achieve true, calm confidence is to shift your entire operating system to the spiritual fact of unchangeable value. This is the recognition that your worth is not a status to be achieved. It is a sacred, non-negotiable constant to be recognized. Your value isn't subject to change because it's a fact of your creation. Think of it like a law of physics. It's the spiritual equivalent of gravity. It exists whether you're successful or failing, whether you're kind or irritable, whether you're productive or resting. You cannot make yourself more worthy than you already are, and you cannot lose the worth you already possess. This unchangeable value is your spiritual bedrock. It's the foundation upon which your entire life is built. The only reason you feel unstable is that you've been mistakenly building your confidence on the shifting sands of performance instead of the solid bedrock of your being. This shift in perspective is what grants true calm confidence. Calm confidence isn't a loud, defensive ego shouting its accomplishments. It's a quiet, settled certainty that requires no external proof. It's the sound of your limbic system finally receiving a new, permanent agreement. The threat is gone. When you internalize that your worth is unchangeable, your body is released from its lifelong contract to prove itself. This recognition aligns you with 3 spiritual laws of your true nature. Law 1. Worth is eternal, not temporary. Your value exists across all timelines. A momentary failure or criticism is just a droplet of rain on a boundless ocean. It's an insignificant condition that cannot affect the infinite volume of yourself. Law 2. Worth is non-conditional, not negotiable. Your value requires 0 conditions. It's not dependent on approval, money, or validation. Your value is set at the maximum because it's a reflection of the divine within you. And Law 3. Worth is source-driven, not ego-driven. Your great work and achievements are not the source of your worth. They are the expression of your inherent worth. You don't strive to earn the sun. You strive to let the sun, your value, shine brightly through your actions. The moment you embody these laws, your energy shifts from desperate striving to purposeful expression. This is the difference between anxiety and calm confidence. This brings us to Chapter 3, the technology of calm confidence. Knowing your worth is unchangeable is the spiritual truth. Feeling it in your body and generating calm confidence is the somatic technology required to bridge that mind-body disconnect. Your limbic system doesn't understand theory. It only understands sensation. We must teach it this new contract of safety using simple, repeatable acts. The goal is to replace the bracing pattern, that physical contraction built on fear, with the anchor pattern, a physical expansion built on certainty. Here's how. Step 1, the stillness test. This is the critical practice for proving to your body that rest is safe. The next time you feel the need to check your phone, obsessively rework a task, or jump to the next activity, just pause. Stop all motion. Place one hand on your heart and one on your gut. This is your anchor. In that moment of stillness, you'll feel the anxiety spike. Don't suppress it, just observe it. Wait for the panic to peak and then subside. You are teaching your body in real time that stopping production does not result in annihilation. You're running a new simulation for survival, and the result is always survival achieved. Step 2, the unconditional witness. When external validation or criticism comes, your mind will immediately generate a conditional worth statement, like, they don't like me, so I'm less valuable. Your job is to become the impartial, unconditional witness. Don't argue with the thought. Instead, witness it, and then immediately turn your attention to your anchor point, your heart and gut. Silently state the spiritual fact. That is a temporary thought. My value is unchangeable. This action detaches your value from the external event and reroutes it in your stable internal center. You are refusing to negotiate your worth based on temporary data. This repeated refusal is the fastest way to build calm confidence. Step 3, the somatic exhalation. Calm confidence feels like a release in the body, not a tense holding. Whenever you feel that classic bracing pattern, tense shoulders, held breath, tight jaw, use the somatic exhalation. Take a slow, deep breath in and then release a slow, audible sigh, really exaggerating the sound. As you sigh, consciously release the tension from your shoulders, jaw, and gut. This audible release is a powerful biological signal that overrides the fear response and communicates immediate safety to your nervous system. It physically expands your container, allowing the feeling of your unchangeable value to flood the space. The consistent application of these 3 steps creates the internal environment where confidence is not something you strive for, but something you naturally inhabit. We have reached the end of the line for the lie of changeable worth. You now know that the exhausting race you've been running was based on a spiritual distortion. Your worth is a constant. It is unchangeable and it is whole. The quiet, calm confidence you crave is simply the natural state of rest that arrives when you finally retire the worth ledger forever and settle onto your spiritual bedrock. The only requirement now is the practice of remembrance, not earning. This transmission gave you the spiritual fact and the basic somatic technology. The next step is learning the advanced mechanics of how to anchor this unchangeable truth so it never leaves you, even under extreme pressure. This is the work of Pillar 2, lasting self-worth. If you are ready to stabilize this calm confidence and move from knowing your worth is unchangeable to living in its peace every single day, I invite you to subscribe to the channel right now. Join our shared awakening energy and unlock the next transmission on Pillar 2. Click that subscribe button below. And for my most intimate teachings, exclusive written content, and immediate access to the sacred practices we discussed, I invite you to join my private newsletter, The Radiant Inner Circle. This is where we go deeper than the videos allow. The link is in the description below. You are so welcomed here. You are safe. You are found, and your remembrance has only just begun. I will see you in the next transmission.